Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Atha Vyavastitan Drishtva Dhartarashtran Kapidvajaha Pravritte Shastra Samphate Dhanur Udyamya Pandavaha Rishikesham Tada Vakyam Idam Aha Mahipate Atavyavastitan Drishtva Dhartarashtran Kapidvajaha Pravritte Shastra Sanghate Dhanurudyamya Pandava Rishikesham Tadavakyam Idamahamahi Attavyavastitan Drishtva Dhartarashtran Kapidvajaha Pravritte Shastra Sanghate Dhanurudyamya Pandavaha Rishikesham Tadavakyam Idam Ahamahipate Situated. Drishtva, looking on. Dhartarashtran, the sons of Dhritarashtra. Kapidvajaha, one whose flag is marked with Hanuman. Pravritte, while about to be engaged. Shastra Sanghate, the arrows released. Dhanu, bow. Udyamya, after taking up. Pandavaha, the son of Pandu. Arjuna. Rishikesham, unto Lord Krishna. Toda, at that time. Vakyam, words. Idam, these. Aha, said. Mahipate, O king. Translation. O king, at that time Arjuna, the son of Pandu, who was seated in his chariot, his flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows, looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra. O king, Arjuna then spoke to Hrishikesha, Krishna, these words.
So, again the word Rishikesha is used here. In the beginning also, Rishikesha Panchajanam. Krishna is again designated as Rishikesha. As we have explained several times, bhakti means Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchat. Bhakti, the whole devotional service program, means Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. So Arjuna was meant for serving Krishna because he is bhakta. Krishna has already addressed him, Bhaktosi, Priyosi. Rasam Nitam Uttamam. My dear Arjuna, I am speaking to you the mystery of Bhagavad Gita, it is a mystery. Mystery means very complicated. No ordinary man can understand. Therefore it is called mystery, rahasyam. But not ordinary rahasyam, uttamam. Uttamam means transcendental, not covered with darkness of material science. But it is brilliant, daivam, divyam, rahasyam. So ordinary man cannot understand. Therefore they interpret foolishly, speculate, and demonstrate their rascaldom. That's all. Even big scholars, so they cannot understand because they are not devotee. It is meant for the devotee. This whole Bhagavad Gita is a transaction between God and his devotee. There is nothing more. Just like if you go to the market and two mercantile men talking, it should be understood that he is also businessman, he is also businessman. So they must be talking something about business. It is natural conclusion. It is not that two businessmen are talking seriously, not that they are discussing Bhagavad Gita. You cannot say that. They must be talking about business, something about profit. Just like all the businessmen, they assemble in exchange, like stock exchange. So there is howling, great sound, talking with each other, tumultuous sound. That tumultuous sound means one businessman is talking, what is your rate? This is my rate. What is your rate? That's all. You cannot expect that a stock exchange, the people gathered there, they are talking something about Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. No. Similarly, when there is talk between the Supreme Lord, Krishna, and his devotee, so this whole talk is bhakti. There is nothing else. They derive some meaning, jnanatmak vyakhya. They describe on the understanding of the jnanis, philosophical speculators. They are also candidate. Those who are jnani, actually, they are also interested to know what is Krishna. Jnani cha bharatarusava. Jigyasu. Artho artharthi. Jigyasu. Jnani cha bharatarusava. These four classes of men, provided their background is pious life. Impious life cannot inquire about God or can understand about God. We have several times repeated the verse, Jisam antagatam papam jananam punna karmana te dandamaho nirmuktam bhajanti mang. Papis, sinful men, they cannot understand. They understand only things that Krishna is Bhagavan, so I am also Bhagavan. He is an ordinary man, maybe little powerful, historically very famous man. So he is after all a man. So I am also man. So why not? I am God. This is the conclusion of the abhaktas, non-devotees and sinful men. So anyone who is declaring himself God, immediately should know he is the greatest sinful man. And if you study his private life, you will see that he is number one sinful man. This is the test. Otherwise nobody will say that I am God. This false representation, nobody, any pious man will not do that. He knows, what I am. I am an ordinary human being. How can I claim to take the position of God? And they become famous among rascals. As it is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Savai ustakharayus. What is that verse? Ustakharai sangstuta purusha pasu. In this world, we see there are many great men, so-called great men, and they are very much praised by the general people. So, Bhagavad says that anyone who is not a devotee, who never chants the Hare Krishna mantra, he may be very great man in the estimation of rascals, but he is nothing but an animal. So, Sabiri Baraha Ustro Koroi. So how you can say such a great man, you are saying that animal, our business is very thankless task. We say any man who is not a devotee, he is rascal. We say generally. It is very harsh word, but we have to use it. As soon as we see that he is not a devotee of Krishna, then he is a rascal. How do we say? He is not my enemy, but we have to say, because it is stated by Krishna. If you are really Krishna conscious, then our business is to repeat the words of Krishna. That's all. What is the difference between a Krishna's representative and non-representative? The representative of Krishna will simply repeat what Krishna says, that's all. He becomes representative. It doesn't require much qualification. You simply repeat with firm conviction. As Krishna says, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. So one who has accepted this fact that if I surrender to Krishna, my all business is successful. He is Krishna, that's all. You don't require to be very highly educated or advanced. If you simply accept that what Krishna says, just like Arjuna said, Sarvametam nitang manne, jadvadasi kesha. My dear Krishna, Kesava, whatever you are saying, I accept it, without any change. That is bhakta. Therefore Arjuna is addressed, bhaktosi. This is the bhakta's business. Why shall I think of Krishna as like me, ordinary man? This is the difference between a bhakta and not bhakta. A bhakta knows that I am insignificant, a small spark of Krishna. Krishna is individual person, I am also individual person. But when we consider about his power and my power, I am most insignificant. This is understanding of Krishna. There is no difficulty. Simply one must be sincere, not sinful. But a sinful man cannot understand this. The sinful man, he will say, oh, Krishna is also man, I am also man. Why I am not God? He is simply God. No, I am also. I am God, you are God, you are every God. Just like Vivekananda said, why you are searching after God? Don't you see so many gods are loitering in the street? You see, this is his God realization. This is his God realization. And he became a big man. Oh, he is seeing everyone God. This foolishness, this rascaldom is going on all over the world. One does not know what is God, what is power of God, what is meant by God. They are accepting some rascal as God. As nowadays there is going on. Another rascal has come. He is also declaring himself God. So it has become a very cheap thing. But they have no brain to think that I am claiming God, what power I have got. So this is the mystery. This is the mystery. Without becoming devotee, the mystery of understanding God is not possible. And Krishna has said in the Bhagawad Gita, how one can know Him. Bhaktyamam abhijanati javana jaschami tattva. Only by devotion. Simply. He could have said by high topmost knowledge or by yogic process or by acting, becoming a very great karmi, worker, one can understand me. No, he has never said. Never said. So the karmis, jnanis, yogis, they are all rascals. They cannot understand Krishna. All rascals. Karmis is a third class rascal, the jnanis are second class rascal, and the yogis are first class rascal. That's all. You should understand, the so-called yogis, they are first class rascals because they do not understand Krishna. The jnanis, they are also second class rascals. Even a big scholar like Dr. Radhakrishna, he is deforming the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mang namaskuru. You always think this is Krishna consciousness. Manmana, always think of Krishna. Me, about me, Krishna says. And they will make meaning that you can say also. Krishna says that you always think of him, you can say also, think of me. This meaning, they are distorting. So, Krishna says, Manmana bhavamad bhakta madhyaji mang namaskuru. And this Dr. Radhakrishna says, it is not to the Krishna person. You see? Just a big scholar and doctor of philosophy, he cannot understand Krishna. Krishna says directly, Manmana bhavamad bhakta. He is interpreting in a different way. Therefore, this word is used here, Rishikesha. Rishikesham idam vakam, Rishikesham tada vakam idamaho mahipate. Mahipate, O king, Sanjaya was addressing Dhritarashtra. He is a king. The Mahipate, Rishikesham, Kopidhaja. Kopidhaja is nominative. So he said, Kopidhaja. Kopidhaja also significant. Kopidhaja, Arjuna, on his, just like nowadays also, every nation has different types of flags. So Arjuna also has his flag on the dhaja. Dhaja means the flag. The flag was on the top of his chariot and it was marked with Hanuman, Vajrangaji. Vajrangaji, Hanuman, who fought for Lord Ramchandra. He is fighting for Krishna. So he is also following the footsteps of Bajrangaji. Vaishnavism is like that. Mahajana Jaina Gatasya Pantha. Mahajana Jaina Gatasya Pantha. Vaishnava should follow his previous Mahajan authority. That is Vaishnavism. We don't manufacture ideas. We don't commit such a skyline. We simply accept the behavior or the activities of previous acharya. There is no difficulty. There is no difficulty. So, in the fighting principle, Arjuna is fighting for Krishna. He is following the previous fighting acharya, Hanumanji. Therefore, he has depicted his flag with Hanuman. Hanumanji, Bajrangaji, kindly help me. This is Vaishnavism. I am come here to fight for Lord Krishna. You fought also for the Lord. Kindly help me. This is the idea. Kapidhaja. So, any activities of the Vaishnava, they should always pray to the previous acharya. Kindly help me. Kindly, this is, Vaishnava is always thinking himself helpless. Helpless. And begging help from the previous acharya. Just like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will find the author at the end of every chapter, Sri Rupa Raghunath Padejare As Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Das. His every line he is thinking of Rupa Raghunath, previous acharyas. So let me surrender to the Goswamis and they will help me how to write. You cannot write. That is not possible. So this is Vaishnava's policy. Vaishnava Thakur, Tomaro kukur bolia janoha more. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung. My dear Vaishnava Thakur, you just accept me as your dog. As the dog works by the indication of the master. He'll give his life. Dog has a good qualification. However, a strong dog may be, when the master orders, he'll give his life. This is dog. Faithful, so faithful to the master. So Vaishnava Thakur, so Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying, Vaishnava Thakur, tomaro kukur bolia janoha more. My dear Vaishnava Thakur means Guru, kindly accept me as your dog. And he describes, I forget the exact language, that I will always try to protect you. As dog, keep watch. So I will watch. So nobody can come to disturb you. And whatever little prasadam you will give me, I will be satisfied. Dog is a dog's qualification. The master is eating, but the dog will never come unless the master gives little morsel. He is satisfied. He is satisfied. So this is Vaishnavism, to follow the previous acharya. This is Vaishnavism. Mahajana Jaina Gata Sapantha Dharmashta Tattang Nihitang Guhayam Mahajana Jaina Gata Tarka Pratishtha Sutayo Vivinya. Tarka, if you are a very great logician, you can argue. Why Krishna can be God? I can be God. By logic, you may defeat an ignorant devotee. But Shastra says, by becoming a big logician, you cannot understand transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge you have to understand by submitting. Pranipatena, tad vidhi pranipatena. First of all, surrender. Tad vidhi. If you want to know this transcendental science, then you must fully surrender. This is first qualification. Tad vidhi pranipatena, pariprasnena shivaya. Three things. First surrender, then if you cannot understand, then you question. Otherwise you have no right to question from a Vaishnava. Not that, can you show me God? What qualification you have got? You want to see God? Another rascal will say, yes, I will show you God. Come to me, I shall show you God. This is going. One rascal inquires, can you show me God? And the big rascal says, yes, come to me alone, I shall show you God. This business is going. God seeing is so cheap thing that any rascal comes, can you show me God? And another rascal says, yes, come to me in the evening, I shall show you. That means if he is a foolish rascal, then he will show him something magic and he will understand, I have seen God. That's all, finished. God seeing business is finished. And he comes after God seeing, he is the same rascal. What improvement you have? You have seen God. What improvement you have made? God seeing is so cheap thing? No. So we should be very careful. If we actually are interested in understanding Manusyanam, it is not so easy. In the Bhagavad Gita you will find Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhaye. Out of many millions of persons, kaschid jatati siddhaye, one person becomes interested how to make his life successful. Because they do not know what is successful life. They simply know how to work like hogs and dogs. Day and night working. And what is the goal of life? The sense gratification. Just like the hogs. Hogs you will find day and night finding out where is stool. And you will eat. And as soon as the hogs become very fatty, because they eat actually very substantial, the stool is chemically very substantial food. It contains hypophosphites. The doctor said, I do not know whether they have tested. But they test it actually. When they test in laboratory, they test. I know that. They test it, they have to test it. Because their laboratory chemical examination means the symptoms has to be written. The characteristics, just like potassium cyanide, they have not tested. Because as soon as you test, you will die. So chemical analysis means one has to test to find out the characteristics. So this I have seen one doctor friend, he was keeping one dysentery stool in a plate. So in his table, I saw, what is this, doctor? He saw it is to be tested, it is dysentery stool. So they test it. They take fees. Everyone, medical man knows. So this hog's business is to eat stool, and as soon as he gets fatty, then sex. And that sex has no discrimination. You will see, hogs, he does not care whether mother, sister or any god, daughter, it doesn't matter. So this is hog civilization. Simply eating and getting strength of the senses and enjoy it. This human life is not meant for that purpose. Therefore it is said that a person without God consciousness, Krishna consciousness, he is no better than these dogs and hogs. That's all. This is our conclusion. We don't give any formal respect. Of course we have to give because we are in this world. But at heart we cannot give respect to a person who has not any sense of Krishna consciousness. We cannot give. Because who is going to give any respect to the dogs and hogs? Sabire baraha usta kharai samstuta purusha pasu. Therefore Jiva Goswami has commented on this verse. If somebody says that this Mr. such and such, this doctor such and such, he is respected by so many people, and you are saying that he is a rascal, what is this? So Jiva Goswami says that this man who is respected he is respected by whom? He is respected by this class of men: dogs, hogs, camel and asses. So he is a big poshu, just like the lion. Lion is respected in the forest by dogs, hogs, camel and asses and other animals. Because lion is the king of the animals. But does it mean because he is designated as the king of animals, it has got any use? Has it got any use for any purpose? Similarly, these political leaders, they may be lion, but who respects them? These dogs, hogs, camels and asses, that's all. He may be a big animal, but he is animal. No better than a big animal, that's all. And other animals, praises. Dogs, hogs, camels. Every word in the Srimad Bhagavatam we have described why especially these animals have been selected. Dogs, hogs, camel and asses. The dog is very faithful to his master. He'll commit so many offenses for the sake of the master. Because he knows the master gives me food. So, in your country, if you pass through one's house, from within the house, they will bark, 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 bark. Why you are going in front of my house? This is committing offense, unnecessary. So the dog business, one side he is very faithful, and one side he is simply committing offense, unnecessarily threatening other people, you see, unnecessary, without any offense. And dog's another business is that he is seeking always master. Unless he finds out a good master, it is a street dog, and it has no place. It has no place. It will not get sufficient food, become lean and thin, and loiter in the street, because dog must find out, Shudra like. Shudra, unless he finds out a master to provide him, all education is useless. Nowadays they are educated, but they must have a good service. That means he is a Shudra. Without finding a master, his education has no value. So therefore, in the Shastra it is said, Kalo Shudra Sambhava. Kalo, in this age, Kali, everyone is Shudra, because he cannot even live without having a master. He must have a master to provide him. But the Vedic culture is that Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, they will not accept any service. No. They will die of starvation, especially Brahmana. That is enjoined in the Shastras. That is a Brahmana, if he is in bad position somewhere or other, economically, he may accept the position of a Kshatriya or a Vaishya, but he should not accept the position of a Shudra, that is dogs. This is so injustice. Therefore, formally, a Brahmana, when he accepts a service from anywhere, he was rejected from the Brahman society. You know, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they belong to a very high class Brahman, Saraswat Brahman, very rich man. But both the brothers accepted service in Mohammedan government as ministers, and they are immediately rejected from the Brahman society. It is not very long ago, say about 500 years ago, the Brahman society was so strong. As soon as they will accept service, you know, the Tagore family of Calcutta, Rabindranath Tagore, they are also Brahmin. And we know in our childhood, they are also excommunicated from the Brahmin families because they also accepted service. So these are Vedic principles. If we follow, the Brahmana will not accept anyone's service. That is against. Similarly, Kshatriya. Kshatriya, why this fight between Arjuna? They made them bereft of the kingdom. So they appealed to Duryodhana. They, my dear Duryodhana, you are my brother, you have taken all our properties, so we are Kshatriya, we are not going to become Vaishya or Brahmana. We must leave. Give us at least 5 villages, 5 brothers. We shall be satisfied. There is no question of war. No, sir. Not even the land which can hold the point of needle. I cannot spare. There is no way. Therefore, there was fight. There was fight. So these are some of the glorious points of this fight. But he depended on Krishna, Arjuna. Therefore you are successful, victorious. You do act as Kshatriya. Not that as Kshatriya he should become a Brahmin beggar. No, a Kshatriya cannot be beggar. And neither a Brahman cannot be Vaishya. This is real caste system. But you work as a cobbler and at the same time you claim to become a Brahman. This is not allowed. Formerly the king used to see whether a Brahmana is acting like a Brahman. Otherwise he will be stopped. Then he will be designated as he is working. This was the duty of the king to see that everyone is employed according to his profession. It is the duty of the king to see. Everyone must be employed. So a Brahmana must be working like a Brahmana. A Kshatriya must be working like a Kshatriya. A Vaishya must be working like a Kshatriya. Otherwise he cannot say. Not like at the present moment. A Brahmana is working, a servant, a Shudra, and he is Brahman. No, this is called Asurik Varnashram. Varnashram. Varnashram is very good institution. But still Varnashram, perfect Varnashram, cannot be possible in this age. Therefore, when there was talk between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, how perfection of life can be attained. So Ramananda Rai first of all quoted a verse from Vishnu Purana, Varnasamacharvata Purushena Paraprama Vishnu Aradhati Pumsa Nannat Tattosho Karanam. That when human society accepts this Varnashram institution, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, this is Vedic civilization. Without this division, there is no civilization. They are animals. So therefore he quoted this verse, Varnasama charavata, Purushena parapama. If anyone is following the principles of Varnasama, then he is worshipping Lord Vishnu. Because the whole life is meant for worshipping Vishnu. The present civilization, they do not know that. Nate vidu sartha gatim hi Vishnu. They do not know, rascals. So what is the aim of life? Aim of life is to become Vaishnava, servant of Vishnu. Therefore, the very word is used, Rishikesha. Rishikesha, he is the guide. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesha Arjuna tisthati. So, Arjuna was strictly following the Vaishnava principle. And therefore, he inquired from Rishikesh, because he knows the Rishikesh will guide me. Sarvasya chahang ridhi sannivishya. Ridhi sannivishya. Matta smriti jnanam apohanancha. So Arjuna knew it. Therefore this very word is used. The other day also Rishikesh word was there. And bhakti means to satisfy Rishikesh. This is bhakti. Rishikena Rishikesha sevanam bhakti ruchyate. Bhakti, this is the simple definition of bhakti. Rishikena, Rishik means these senses. As you have got hands, legs, eyes, ears, these are different senses. When you engage your senses only for the service of Krishna, then you become devout. That's all. Your life is perfect. You simply see Krishna nicely decorated in the temple, that is bhakti. You simply prepare foodstuff for Krishna, that is bhakti. You simply chant the holy name of Krishna, that is bhakti. In this way, we can utilize all the senses. We can utilize our hands in collecting flowers, in cleansing the temple. If you haven't got education, it doesn't require. Simply engage your senses. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. They will become perfect. You have got your senses. Engage the senses for the service of Krishna. Then you become perfect. Very nice thing. You don't require to become a very big philosopher, very rich man, very nicely educated. Nothing of this sort. Simply you have got your senses, engage the senses in the service of Krishna, your life is perfect. Thank you very much.